So. Streamabbruch hin oder her, ich bin immer noch nicht schlauer. Hat von euch jemand mittlerweile irgendwie einen Geistesblitz? Wie man auf ihren Namen kommt? Oder vielleicht versteife ich mich da auch auf was ich gar nicht machen muss. Vielleicht ist das jetzt gar nicht mal so relevant mit dem Namen. Vielleicht brauche ich erstmal noch was anderes. Irgendwas muss ja bei der Rezeption sein, wenn du sie da weglocken kannst. Ja, das habe ich ja schon. Bei der Rezeption war der Entlassungsschein für Ann Burton. Für sie da draußen. Aber damit ich den auch benutzen kann, brauche ich ihr Armband. Und um ihr Armband zu bekommen, muss ich ihr weismachen, dass ich eine gute Freundin bin. Und das geht nur, indem ich ihren Namen kenne. Den Namen ihrer Mutter. So, verdammt nochmal.
Is Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty.
I'm sorry, I can't... Can you return to your bed? It's nearly time. I can't...
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'll come in...
Go away. Please, just leave me alone. Mother's always told me not to accept any gifts from strangers.
Jetzt ist es weg. Ach ne. Es wäre eine Möglichkeit, ich kann ja die Toilette zum Beispiel hier jetzt verstopfen nochmal mit den Handschuhen. Nee, kann ich nicht. Das heißt, das ist gar nicht mehr relevant. Alter Schwede. Dann muss es doch irgendwas in dieser völligen Parawelt sein. Da stehen ja Buchstaben.
Someone is coming.
Das ist das Einzige, was mir hier noch einfällt. Alles andere, da gibt einfach keinen Sinn.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency? You're in the me. I think it's. That's fine. That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquor. You'll.
Okay.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to.
So. SHA, hat das was mit der Mutter zu tun? Ja, das ist das, was ich mir auch gedacht habe. Aber ich weiß nicht, wie ich es rausfinden soll. SH, Silent Hill, A, Awake. Schlimm ist, ich kann hier nichts benutzen. Nichts. Und sobald ich aus dem Raum rausgehe und wieder reingehe, ist auf den Spiegeln nichts mehr geschrieben. Das kann doch nicht sein, ey. Das kann doch nicht so schwer sein. Verdammt nochmal. Gibt's doch nicht, dass ich hier schon über eine halbe Stunde in diesem blöden Ding rumrenne und ich absolut nicht verstehe, was ich hier machen muss. Ja, jetzt ist alles weg. Keine Buchstaben mehr da. In die Tür da komme ich auch nicht rein. Das hier kann ich auch nicht mehr benutzen. Hier geht's nicht weiter. Das Einzige, was ich in dieser ganzen Welt hier überhaupt noch machen kann, ist das hier. Die Tür aufmachen für mein eigenes Zimmer und da mich ins Bett legen. Das ist alles, was ich hier machen kann. Ich lese mir jetzt gleich eine Komplettlösung durch. Das hier ist ja scheiße. Ich will jetzt endlich weiterkommen.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
In der richtigen Welt was mit Spiegeln machen. Nee. Irgendwie nicht. Jedenfalls nicht mit den Items. Immer wenn ich irgendwas versuche mit dem Bett zu machen, mit dem Spiegel zu machen, dann sagt sie mir einfach nur, ist kaputt. Und alle Items, die ich da dran benutzen will, sagt sie irgendwie nur, ja, kann man nicht benutzen. Ich bräuchte Farbe. Also der Handschuh, ich verstehe ja irgendwie, wahrscheinlich muss ich in dieser Welt was mit dem Spiegel machen, damit in der anderen Welt das Wort erscheint. Und wahrscheinlich muss ich irgendwie mit dem Handschuh und Farbe dann irgendwas da ranschreiben. Und das ist rot. Das wird sich ja anbieten, um was an die Wand zu schreiben, aber das will sie nicht machen. Das ist so seltsam. Hast du eine ganze Tafel Schokolade gegessen?
Nein,
Du riechst derbe nach Schokolade.
ich habe 2 so kleine Waffelbecher getrunken, aber sonst nicht.
Waffelbecher?
Ja, mit dem Likör.
Ich dachte, der Likör ist für deinen Vater.
Nö, der ist für mich. Der Eierlikör, der da steht, das ist für meinen Papa.
Ja, ja. So, jetzt habe ich doch hier irgendwas gefunden. Getting out, bla bla bla, gloves. Bin noch am Lesen. Enter toilet, bla bla, shard of glass, medication pot, press the bell, hallucinate. You start to hallucinate and see a full name on the mirrors. Stimmt doch gar nicht. Da ist doch schon was faul. Da habe ich doch schon was übersehen, scheinbar. Och nö. Freunde. Nee, man kann nichts im Inventar kombinieren. Der Trick ist, das ist jetzt wirklich random. Man muss heißes Wasser laufen lassen und einfach nur so lange warten, bis irgendwann Buchstaben erscheinen. Nee. Das kann doch nicht sein. Doch, jetzt, Schuyler. Ohne Scheiß. Wer wartet denn so lange, ob da irgendwas passiert? Das ist so random. Alter. Ja, kein Wunder, dass ich da jetzt ewig gesessen habe. Ach nee, das will ich doch gar nicht machen. Kein Wunder, dass ich da ewig gesessen habe. Das hätte man ja auch, keine Ahnung, da hätte ich jetzt noch 10 Stunden dran sitzen können. Da wäre ich nie drauf gekommen. Ist doch logisch. Ja, vor allen Dingen in einem Spiel. Wegen dem Dampf. Ich verstehe schon, was der Sinn davon ist, aber ganz ehrlich, so lange warte ich doch nicht in einem Spiel, ob da irgendwas passiert. Gibt es in diesem Spiel noch was anderes als die Story, zum Beispiel Endboss oder so? Das weiß ich nicht, ich habe das Spiel noch nicht gespielt.
Is there an emergency?
No.
But I think it's time. That's fine.
Leroy und Schuyler, genau, Hering.
That's a good girl.
Leroy!
Schuyler.
Nein.
Ja.
Nein.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to rest.
Schuyler, da steht's doch. Kann man das jetzt nochmal untersuchen, damit unsere Charakterin das auch weiß? Nee. Okay, dann hoffe ich mal, dass sie das jetzt dadurch rafft. Schuyler.
Hallo, Fisch.
Ja, der Hering ist schon seit Start da. Der war
Ich weiß
schon da, bevor ich angefangen habe zu streamen.
Aber jetzt hat er sich nochmal gemeldet. Also denke ich mir, sage ich, hallo, Fisch.
Achso. Bong. Ja, ey, wir können vielleicht endlich mal weiter. Das wäre mal schön. Ich kann dieses Krankenhaus gerade nämlich nicht mehr sehen. Das war eine doofe Stelle.
The drugs have worn off, but I can't.
Das war wirklich eine doofe Stelle. So. Okay, Madame. Ey, wehe, das geht jetzt nicht.
If you read the name.
But I know it. Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see.
Ich hätte ein Gläschen für dich. What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes.
So
I'm
angry, dass
dying,
die Caps
I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right.
Die Band?
Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can.
Ich hab's doch schon!
I see it in my dreams sometimes.
Okay,
But in my
jetzt halt den
so
Rand.
I
Ich
can-
weiß, wo es ist. Ich hab's doch schon. Are you alright? You feel like sharing? What's your name?
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh, yeah. I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return, though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing.
Das liegt nur gerade daran, dass ich in diesem scheiß Krankenhaus endlich nach vorne kommen will. Das dauert gerade alles so lange. Ich will das jetzt hier mal schaffen.
Ich bin kaputt.
Außerdem tut mir mein Kreuz völlig weh. Talk to you later. Wieso bist du kaputt?
Weiß nicht.
Weil Suppe essen? Weil Tee trinken? I talk to you later. Feel like sharing. What's your name? Are you alright? Ja, wie kann ich dir denn... Ach,
About these...
nein.
Yes, there were always.
Poor woman.
Rand halten.
I've found the thing you asked me for. But are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
Wettrennen. Hab's du dann wohl abgehängt. So, endlich hier raus.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mom. We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Hä? Was? Ey, nee.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
In genau diesem Moment, ja. I rent a flat, it's quite lonely most of the time. I live on my own and it suits me very fine. I live with a friend, she must be worried sick about me.
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
Between Jobs, Waitress. Wenn sie das sagt. Ich weiß es ja nicht, ich kenne sie doch gar nicht. Ich finde diese Psychoanalyse ein bisschen seltsam, wenn ich den Charakter ja noch gar nicht kenne. Was soll ich denn dann hier auswählen?
I'm a waitress. I work in a cafe.
You do? Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just a job.
It's important to keep busy. I'd advise you get back to work as soon as next week.
I will.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Richtig.
I go to the toilet. Doesn't everyone?
Fair enough. What is the next thing you do then?
Du hast nichts verpasst,
I don't
Felix.
know. I just muddle through, I guess. Don't think there's any routine to it. It depends how I feel that day.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Mehr Geld, guter Freund, besser aussehen. Das ist ein Grund.
Something to fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
Ich denke nicht. Ich weiß es nicht. Ich denke, sie ist so ein Typ, ja.
Yes, it didn't help much, as you can see.
Just something to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Every night. I take pills. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Ist gut für Leute, die laktoseintolerant sind. Trinkt doch erstmal eine heiße Milch. Feel fine now, definitely better than before the accident. I feel like the whole world is against me.
Definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Ja, sie müssen so oft drüber nachgedacht haben, bis es getan
Ich
ist.
wollte gerade sagen, wer würde ihr glauben, wenn sie das jetzt sagt?
Well, I used to think about
Ich weiß
it
nicht, zu Hause.
sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Ja, wenn man das mal wüsste. Just a sudden impulse. Ashamed of it now, nothing was making me happy anymore. I wanted to show everyone how hurt I was deep inside. Nee. Ich glaube, das Mittlere ist das Einzige, was da ansatzweise ein Grund ist. Ist auch kein Grund, aber trotzdem, es gibt keinen Grund.
Nothing was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I tried. I really tried to find something. Took a long bath,
Ladies and gentlemen,
picked up a
that's my
book,
boyfriend.
watched some television. But I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions. And I myself felt obsolete, needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Therapiespiel. Nachher sind wir alle mit uns selbst im Reinen, außer Schnubbi. Ja, könnt ihr kostenlos hier Therapiestunden nehmen. Im Spiel, ist das nicht praktisch?
Der Schnubbi ist schon mit sich im Reinen.
Mhm.
Wegen mir.
Mhm.
Ganz bestimmt.
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
Keiner kümmert sich um die Katze, deswegen will sie ja unbedingt nach Hause. My cats.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Hatte schon genug Therapiestunden, danke. Hatte nur eine, hat mir gereicht. Da helfe ich mir lieber selber. Oh, I never really thought about that. Probably nobody would come anyway. Imagine it often happen. Also er hat ja nicht wirklich Freunde.
Probably nobody would come anyway. Can you imagine it? Now that's a sad picture. Loved by no one. Missed only by some cats. No tears shed for me. No flowers on my grave. But that's okay. I never liked flowers. I wouldn't miss that.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
Where's Eric? I don't really want to talk about this. This has nothing to do with him. Can I go home now, please? There's nothing to talk about. It's getting late. Can we talk about some other time? Ist eigentlich scheißegal, was ich hier von nehme. Sag mal Stopp, Lu.
Ich bin für das nothing to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about?
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But...
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Du bist echt wie im Kino mit der Popcorn-Tüte.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here.
Eine gute Frage. Wo bin ich denn? Bin ich noch da? Ah.
The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute. Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
Ich trau dir aber nicht. Jetzt kann ich ja nicht mal in die Türen rein. Ach, toll, kann ich doch nicht. Ich trau dir nicht. Ich will doch überhaupt gar nicht... Nee. Ich will einfach nur weg von der Tuse. Ich mag die nicht. Die labert ziemlich viel und ist... Keine Ahnung, ich wüsste nicht, warum ich dir vertrauen soll.
hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way. Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Was ihr trauen, aber nicht dem Doktor. Dem Doktor traue ich genauso wenig, aber der weiß nicht, dem renne ich nicht hinterher. Du spielst auf Silent Hill an, nehme ich an. Moin Tobi, du hast das erste Kapitel verpasst im Prinzip. Habe ich Zeit zum Reden?
What are we doing on the roof? Liz.
Okay, ich kann reden. Ganz kurz für dich, Tobi. Man ist diese Frau hier, die sich selbst umgebracht hat, warum auch immer, das weiß man nicht so genau, in einer Art Limbo aufgewacht ist, dort eine Frau vorfindet, die scheinbar der Teufel ist oder sowas, die verlangt, dass man irgendwelche Leute umbringt, um dann wieder richtig am Leben zu sein. Ich habe das verweigert und bin plötzlich wieder im Krankenhaus aufgewacht und da sind wir jetzt quasi und gerade auf der Flucht aus diesem Krankenhaus.
What the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz.
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
Nö. Warum soll ich?
This is a bad idea. Calm down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
Du laberst auch so viel.
You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Nein!
Da hast du übersprungen.
Da warst du gerade mit mir am Reden, glaube ich, oder so. Ich weiß es nicht mehr, aber ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich habe absolut keine Ahnung. Ich wusste, dass jetzt so eine Frage kommt, bei der ich dann nacherzählen muss, was sie gesagt hat. Ich habe ihr überhaupt nicht zugehört. Ich will bloß nicht, dass sie vom Dach springt. Eigentlich ist es mir auch egal, ob sie vom Dach springt. Das ist jumped off the roof, broke her spine. Actually, I don't think you told me the story. Ich kann mich wirklich nicht dran erinnern. Könnte tatsächlich sein, dass es gar nicht gesagt hat. She smoked a cigarette and burned in bed. The one who killed security, blah blah. She disappears, was later found dead in the toilet. Wer hat Ahnung? Schnubbi Army Unite, wer hat Ahnung, genau. Tüte. Ja, wer weiß es noch? Weiß es irgendjemand von euch? Wurde sie tot in der Toilette gefunden? Man kann sich auch nicht erinnern. Oh wow, warum habe ich gerade Lags? Okay, ich weiß nicht, ob sie es gerade wieder gefangen hat. Ne, so richtig gefangen hat sie es immer noch nicht. Oh je, der ist gerade schwer am Kotzen hier beim OBS. Das dritte? Smoked a cigarette? Warum habe ich gerade solche Lags? Ist irgendein Gerät, das plötzlich entscheidet, irgendwas runterzuladen? Okay, ich glaube, jetzt hat er sich gefangen, was auch immer das gerade war. Sie smoked a cigarette. Sagt Nisseranke.
Der Rest hat keine Ahnung.
Der Rest hat keine Ahnung. Ich schließe mich dem an, das heißt, wir können keinem die Schuld geben. Nisseranke hat es wenigstens versucht.
Yeah, she smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay, you have listened.
Sehr gut,
Maybe you're
Nisseranke.
right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess. But
No.
I must jump anyway. I have no choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
Yes, you do! You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
Okay, gibt nur die auf dem Bildschirm. Ich schwanke gerade zwischen Burglar und Stewardess. Wie dann immer so blöd Miau macht, ne? Sitzt irgendwo drauf, wo er nicht sitzen soll. Und dann sagst du, Jean? Ja, Chat muss rätseln, ich gehe Katze jagen. Oh Gott, mein Kreuz bringt mich gerade um. Wenn jemand weiß, du klickst.
Mhm. Ja, also, irgendwer? Okay, das ist jetzt schon der zweite, der Stripper sagt. Klempner, das steht da nicht. Ich will nicht klicken, nicht, dass sie wieder irgendeinen Scheiß labert, den wir uns merken müssen, dann hat Schnupp keine Ahnung. Zwei Leute sagen Stripper, ich habe auf dich gewartet. Drei Leute sagen Stripper.
Ich kann mich nicht mehr bewegen, ey. Mein Nacken bringt mich gerade um.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. when you're trapped and you can't trust anyone?
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Naja, wenn er ihr Boyfriend ist, kann es ja kaum der Wedding Day sein.
Stimmt.
Sonst hätte da Fiancé oder Husband.
Das heißt, Valentine's Day, Christmas Day oder Birthday. Ich werde schwanken zwischen Valentine und Birthday. Christmas glaube ich nicht.
Helena getreut wieder.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan. But right now, it's time for me to let go.
No!
Die Arbeit war umsonst. Toll.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you were absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's all right.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
Ja, wir sind dann wohl wieder mal in der Zwischenwelt. Was treib ich denn da? Naja. Man sollte dem Doktor nie vertrauen. Das hatte Felix schon oft genug erwähnt jetzt. Er hat wohl recht. Was ist das? Wahrscheinlich klingeln. Da passiert nichts. Achso.
Who are you?
I am the Crow, of course. I will get you out of here. Unless Susan wants to stay. I thought so. There are 2 doors leading out of this place. One of them will simply take Susan back to where she belongs. But behind the other one, there is a great reward for her. It's something she always wanted. Something she longs for every single day.
Where are those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. I feel it, Susan can't miss them.
Eine Tür, die uns dahin bringt, wo wir hingehören. Und die andere Tür, die uns bringt, was wir unbedingt wollen.
Whatever they are, tell them to stop staring.
But they are here to guide Susan. They are the guardians of the doors. They know which door she should enter to get her reward. But there is one problem.
There's always a problem. I'm not even surprised. Which door should I go through?
I will leave that to Susan's own best judgment. But this might be her only chance to find what she had lost. Waste it. And Susan will never get it back. Susan has one question. And she can only ask one of them. She must use it wisely.
Fine, I can do that. But what's the catch?
It's very simple. One of my girls always tells the truth, while the other one always lies.
And I'm guessing you can't tell me which is which?
It's something I've forgotten myself a long time ago, Susan. Well, does it really matter? One question is all Susan needs to find the right door.
Aha, okay. Aber ich werde jetzt speichern. Und werde hier Feierabend machen. Der Grund ist, ich kann nicht mehr sitzen, Leute. Es tut so höllisch weh gerade. Ja, The Cat Lady. Bis jetzt also bis auf diesen einen komischen Hänger, den wir hatten, sehr interessantes Spiel. Sehr anstrengend interessantes Spiel. Kein gute Laune-Spiel. So viel ist Fakt.